And by the way, welcome back as well, Vivi. I realised because you were looking earlier. Welcome back. Yes, a friend got one. Oh, nice. Oh, well, share a picture in the Discord for us. Let us see it. Ooh, exciting. Okay, I'm excited to see it. I'll take a picture of this one once I'm off stream as well, and I'll send it in the Discord so you can have a look at the quote and everything on it. But I feel like we've spoken a lot about wrestling. Should we get into a bit of coffee talk instead? We'll finish up with the wrestle talk and we'll go into coffee talk instead, shall we? You're gonna rush out of bed? No, you go do what you gotta do, Mary. Okay, so we started a new day, but we haven't done anything yet. So I think that we need to read our evening whispers as well. So we'll do that too. No problem. Thank you for the lurk, Mary. May the old gods and new watch over you. Enjoy your brekkie. You mean you don't know whether it is agreed on a winner beforehand because some things are scripted and you can clearly see the actual injuries? Yes, so there's always a script and there's always a planned winner. But in wrestling, there's this thing called calling an audible. And that usually happens during injuries or depending on the crowd. If the crowd really are sort of leaning towards a different way than what they intended, they'll call an audible, and that's where they Triple H is usually in the backstage and he's got the ref in his ear, so he will actually tell the ref change things up, and the ref will relay that onto the wrestlers during the match or something, it's happened once or twice before, I think. I can't remember which match it was, but I think it was meant to be that the heel was meant to win, but the actual boos were getting so bad and just consistent that and they were so behind the face that they called an audible and was actually let the good guy win, because it seems to me that the crowd will not be happy with this outcome. And I think it was during the Attitude Era really where that happened, and the crowd started throwing stuff in the ring. And they called an audible right away saying no, because the crowd are going to get worse if he wins, so they called an audible on that. But yeah, they've done it before in more recent matches as well, where there's been an injury happen right there and then, and they've instantly gone no, just do a count out or quickly pin him right now, 1 2 3, get it over and done with, get him out there. So yeah, there's always a planned script, but they will go off script if need be. If you see the ref do this, then you know that is a legit injury. So if you see the ref do an X, then you know that something wrong has happened. And usually, a lot of wrestling fans understand that that those sorts of things can't be helped. It's not wrestling isn't like what it was back in the day where it was recorded, where they could redo and retake if a stunt or something went wrong. Now everything is live, and especially live on Netflix. They have to be able to quick change up their plans if things don't go the way that it was intended. Oh, look at Lucas having dinner with his team. That looks like a stone golem, an orc, and I don't know who the other two are. What is that? Is that like a yellow duck? He looks like Psyduck from Pokemon. Does he not? Yeah, they usually try to work together to make sure that doesn't happen, but it doesn't always end up that way. There was a famous match that went on between two wrestlers, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. They had an epic match, and it was for the title, and it was just on a Monday Night Raw. But the way that Finn landed, you just saw that shoulder go out, and it was just so. It was so hard to watch. They just had to call it right there, Oh, yeah, 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 exactly. I think some people like to give wrestling a lot of slack for what it was back in the day, in terms of like the amount of rescripted stuff that it was. Um, but I do believe that there's a lot more newfound respect for what for what they do in the ring, because they're not only like, um doing scripted work, promos, this, that, and the other, but they're also then, like, in the ring doing risky moves that could still cause injury. I got a lot of respect for it, but again, I got a lot of respect after getting back into it, thanks to the announcement of the Women's Royal Rumble, and just how much women's wrestling picked up, really. Like, that was always sort of like something I strived for as a kid to see more of. So to see it blossom now and to see the women get their shine, like, there are 18 women that are all part of WrestleMania weekend this year. Like, that is the most amount of women that has been involved in a WrestleMania matches ever. Um, and to see, like, and they're all different matches too. Just to see, like, the growth of what they give to women's wrestling now is beautiful to see. You know it's late. We should have expected this, you know, ages ago. But it's finally getting recognition like it should. Exactly, there are still skills displayed. I like that, Wolf. I like that. And I get that it's not for everyone, but hey, I enjoy it. So if I enjoy it, I'm just going to keep watching it, regardless of people's opinions. Riona says normal schedule. Rachel says, I'm taking an easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while too, everyone. I like that picture of her. I really want her jacket. Her jacket is so cool. I wonder if we could find that. Last night was wild. Ever had a night like that? Okay. It hopefully aged like a fine wine. Exactly. That's what I'm hoping. Okay. So the evening whisper story today is what's left on the bar counter. Can I borrow your lighter? Sure, have at it. Cheers, mate. You waiting for someone? Maybe. Maybe not. I guess. Who knows now? Jeez, man. Sorry to hear that. Tell you what, next round's on me. You sure about that? Well, I'll take it then. No worries. Sorry about your situation, man. This is a good bar, so drink on. Leave your sadness at the bar counter. That's what they always say, right? Huh, amen to that. Yep. Come on, here's to a good bar and to unexpected company, eh? Interesting thing you said earlier. Leave your sadness at the counter. You do that often here? Yeah, this bar's good. Bartender's kind, and they don't kick me out if I drink too much, so yeah. Where do you think it goes after you leave it here? The sadness? Huh. Interesting philosophical question you got there, man. Somewhere far away, hopefully, never to come back. But what if it does? Then we steal up and order another drink, then another and another, until either the sadness gives up or our livers do, I guess. Tough life you got, huh? Well, Sisyphus and the boulder, I have no idea if I pronounced that right. I mean, what other choice do I have? None, I guess. Yep, that's just how it is. I gotta go now. Interesting chat we had, huh? Tell you what, maybe this is the whiskey talking, but it felt like hanging out with an old friend, mate. Forget about that person you were waiting for, and hopefully I'll see you here again sometime, okay? Sure, man. I'm always here for you. After all, you're the one who left me at this counter, right? Wow. Kinda interesting. Like, sure, it's scripted, but fuck me, I ain't doing Spike Dudley shit through 2 flaming tables unless you put a mill in my account. So, you know what? I have to agree with that, Wolf. Like, even Foley, when Foley went through that, the table that was on fire, like, unless you are actually putting a couple mil in my account, you couldn't pay me enough to do half the shit that they do. They got a lot of balls, especially when they do ones where they're like, I think Shane's done it, Will Ospreay's done it, Kenny Omega's done it, where like they'll climb some part of like the structure that is keeping the arena up and then jump from that. No, not doing it. I'll leave you guys to that. Okay, let's get started with the day. I don't think we have anything to give. No, someone stole our fidget spinner. Get the tables! My gosh, that was, that was the peak of tag team wrestling. Edge, Christian, the Dudleys, the Hardys, TLC. No one can tell me that that wasn't entertaining shit. Let's see. All the ingredients are stocked up and the weather's keeping quiet. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. I agree, Jaxie. Oh, Gala. Hide! Oh, we're getting them together. I think this is the first time we're seeing them together in Coffee Talk 2. By the way, guys, this is one of my favorite songs on this playlist. Which one is it? Self-Reflection. This is on the Spotify playlist that I sent through. Which, by the way, Mary, I didn't actually send you through. I think I know that Mary's lurking, so I'll have to resend this real quick. Because I found the Coffee Talk playlist on Spotify, on YouTube, sorry. I'll share that for Mary because I forgot to actually send this through, and it's on my mind now. So, music links, I'll put it in there. Okay, sorry guys. But yeah, this is one of my favorite songs. It's so chilled. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala. Nice to see you two. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with the children again? Why do these two look awkward? Why are they both looking away? What's happened between them? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my Fury is giving me a hard time. Your Fury? Is it the full moon already? Nope, but I sometimes get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms? Like, that is a mouth filler. Do we need George? We may need George. We may need him. And if that happens, then I'm going to have to take all of that off so that George can come up here. Yeah, I don't seem to understand why he... I know he's a werewolf and that he, can change, under a full moon. But I don't understand why he's consistently... we are going to need George, right? We need a backup camera so we can get Jaxie under George. We will have to. We will. We might have to borrow Cronky's, I don't know what he calls it. He's got like a little camera that he puts on his helmet when he's snowboarding. We'll have to put that and tape it underneath the table so that you could just see me hugging it. He took that Nelly fashion of a bandage on the cheek to a whole new level. He got inspired. He got inspired, Wolf, you know? They seem to make a case of him having something like PMS. Kind of. That's where it's going, except for it's PFS instead of PMS. It's a GoPro. Thank you. Sorry. I had a mind blank. I am really hungover. Please be gentle with me. We're drinking Fanta just because I need some energy, and coffee wasn't doing it for me. It was making me sleepy. So he was having a dilemma. Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. Yeah, so it's like PMS, but it's PFS. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for fury. Gala, we understand. We can relate. And that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore. I'm more tired than usual. Yeah, I can relate. And a bit cranky as well. I feel like as bartender Jaxie, she should respond with, "Welcome to our world." We know that there's a drink that could help with this, Jaxie. We've made it before. I've forgotten the ingredients. He says he's never found one. Didn't we find one for him in the other game? I'm getting confused now. Gala, do you forget that we made like that? I'm pretty sure it's like called Galahad. I've never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Jaxie. Oh, there you go. Wait, since a Galahad can soothe your fury, maybe it would work pre-fury as well. Wait, so we need to make him a pre-fury concoction alongside his fury one? Maybe, but I think it need to be more relaxing. So more what, like Galahad, but with no caffeine and maybe blue. So the blue pea. Wait, hold on. Do we have this? I don't even remember what one it would be in. Oh, this one. Tea, milk, and ginger. So what if it's blue pea, milk, and ginger? I just feel like blue pea and milk that doesn't sound pretty appetizing, does it? Or is that just me? We'll try it though. Blue pea, milk, and then ginger. Guys, first try. I think that I just bossed that on first try as well. Go me. Thanks, Grim. I really do love like the looks of the coffees with the blue pea, but I just can't imagine blue pea tea. Just, I don't know. I'd try it though. Here you go, a gala tea for you. Oh, I think we unlocked a more close friend. Yes, now we got him at Double Friends. He's a veteran now working in the hospital. Oh, look at that picture of him with the cat. Maybe that's why Vivi. Maybe look, he's pictured with a cat. Maybe that cat likes to actually like beat the fuck out of him. Like, fuck you, wolf. You know, all the time. And that's why he's covered in the. That's what I'm guessing. Too much food coloring and urine for a surprise. It would be like drinking a shit ton of Red Bull, right, Grim? As a cat owning a wolf, I can confirm. Yes, I think you could confirm this, couldn't you, Wolf? That is exactly the reason why he's constantly bandaged up. The cat is protecting himself against his own owner. But I'm glad that we got the tea done on the first try. So a silky but spicy beverage that soothes furious emotions and brings dormant joys back to life. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Jaxie? Yeah. How else do you think? Like, I'm making these concoctions right now. What do you think? Really? Apparently not. It takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on. Welcome back. Welcome back from your lurk, Mary. I hope you're doing well. So he has no scratch kink, probably. Well, we don't know for sure. I mean, he could be dating like a Neko Mimi. Just saying. Who is that? Who is what? Which one? Which one? Big dude? Or the silent but deadly one? The silent but deadly. He's got a cat scratch fever. The one on the right is a vampire called Mr. Hyde. And the one on the left is a werewolf called Gala. And they're friends. A little bit of talons is okay, but when they scratch enough that you worry about your ink, it's going to... That will be my only worry. Oh, you've seen the werewolf already? Yeah, so this is his friend, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, he's a model. He's a vampire. He's a vegan vampire, Mary. Yep, he's a vegan vampire. We do love Mr. Hyde. We do. Look, we've got him as a friend. Here he is. He's a supermodel. He was born 8th of February. He's a vegan vampire. He's part of the Lost Angels Agency, old enough yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life. But we do love ourselves a bit of Mr. Hyde. Yes, I mean, you are welcome to enjoy and drool over Mr. Hyde as have the rest of us. He's kind of like a mysterious type as well, but he's been opening up to us because we've been trying to get his drinks right. So the more you get their drinks right, the more they'll actually open up to you and be your besties. So that's what we're going for. That almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. Call it a success. We don't know. We wing it, Jaxie. Don't act like we know what we're fucking doing. Right, let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. What's with the long looks, you two? Yeah, these two are giving each other the looks. Like part of me is wondering whether or not there's something more than just friendship going on between these two. Did something happen? Look, I mean, look at the way they're staring at each other right now. I feel like I'm in the middle. Actually, Jaxie, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. Maybe they are just Justin buddies. You never know. My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. No, I was so tired today I nearly fell asleep on the job. Hyde, what did you have him up doing all night? But most importantly, it's not good for... My mind's going way down a dark lane. I shouldn't go that route. I really shouldn't. If anything else is going on, I feel like they're kind of suspicious of each other. Well, I mean, they're close friends, but I don't know where this is going, where this is leading. Maybe my mind is a bit too filthy for this. But most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And Hyde, I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now how I feel when Fury is about to hit. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. And after I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one, lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling, looking so gloomy it sucks the colour out of the room. And it's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Oh, he's depressed. The vampire's depressed. Please help me help him, Jaxie. I'm at my wit's end. Mr. Hyde, care to elaborate? Fine. Oh, look at the cute little smile. The truth is, I'm bored to death. I don't know if coffee's gonna cure that, mate, innit? Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearly 40 years old, and I've never been this bored in my entire life. Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. He's only 40? You are not an old vampire. What are you on about? Oh. What does that mean? What does 40 years old in vampire years mean? I'm not saying how old that is in other species years. Okay. I wouldn't ask. Eyes on the prize, Jaxie. Intervention first, gossip later. Hey, we need to get the age down right, yeah? My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? We know his job as a supermodel. My job. Hey, no need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs, but modelling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modelling behind then? Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modelling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while, so they had to be elegant, well-made and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in stayed on billboards for months, and I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. Then social media came, and it all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online, and it gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in and everything's forgotten. I mean, that is very true. Blink and it's gone. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days though? With slow fashion and the like? It is depressing, but it is a harsh truth of reality, isn't it? When you think about it, really. Especially when you've got platforms like TikTok and Instagram where it is just quick, short features. Like, you see something for 10 seconds and then you forget about it and it's gone. That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothes too. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Yes, they probably do. Right? Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond. Me neither, Mary. Me neither, but I think that's what makes us cooler. You know? Because we don't go into fashion. We're the cool ones. So you're saying that you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. That became a part of their lives in a real way. You do know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you. It's not the same. Ah, shucks, Graham. Thank you. Thank you, Sal. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. I mean, like, yeah, if he's a vampire, I would do something like, you know, that's a lot more rewarding than just do modeling. Like, you know, trying to, you know, do experimental research or, you know, something that could actually help change lives because they've got, like, the time and the patience to do so. Just make it more meaningful as to why, you know, they've got such a long life. That would make a real difference. But yeah, maybe not a doctor for a vampire because, I mean, I know that he's like a vegan vampire, but surely being around like human blood that much probably would not help him. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts? No, I get that. Did you mistake me for a hardworking vampire? So he wants to make an impact, but he doesn't want to make that much of an impact like that. Do you see what I'm dealing with, Jaxie? It does seem like it seemed to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, that sounds good. Just make me something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met? So, no, I know this though, because we made him his favorite drink, but I forgot what it was, but it was the pink one. Or maybe it wasn't. Which one did he like? No, he liked a specific drink. I can't remember which one it was. Shit. I want to maybe say it was this one, this Zobo one, but I'm not entirely sure. Can I go to his Tomajill? Will it? I don't think it shows me on there. Shit. But no, we definitely served him his favorite drink. Wait, if we go to my trophies. Wait. This is not cheating. This is not cheating because we earned this. Sort by earned. Oh. Wait. Hold on, guys. We are going to look at what we earned because I swear it. Look, serve Hyde his favorite hibiscus drink. What was it? What is that? Okay, it looks like it's got a pineapple in. What drink does... Is that the Zobo one? I think that's that one. It does look like the Zobo. Yeah, I think you're right, Grim. We're going to go with this one. So it's hibiscus and double ginger. It's technically not cheating because I already made it. I just needed to re-look at which one it was because it does. It's not like Gala's one that has a name in it. So don't judge me. I think the word you're looking for there is panic. Although we only slightly panicked. We didn't fully panic. But we wanted to make sure that we got his drink right. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seemed to like this well enough. Nice, Jaxie. And you lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. And I bet you could remember what he liked, even if he gave you no instructions. This was a fucking test and I beat it, guys. I beat it. So now I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. Woo! At a place of my choosing. That sounds like a date to me. That sounds like a date. I'm glad I could get them there. You're going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gallo? Let's see. You say it, Hyde. He's won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah. I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, why don't you? Well, maybe you shouldn't bet against him. I guess you've got nothing to hide at steak and BJ night. Good activity for my bros. Well, you never know. It could end that way. It's Lua. Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. Why? What happened the other night? Clearly I haven't played this in a while and I've forgotten. What happened the other night? I was so excited to see you, especially since it had been a while. But we ended up fighting with babies instead. Wait, hold on. So Luca said, hey guy, Sup? Okay. Oh, we got Hyde at like super besties. The fact that I've been blood sober for 10 years now. What I'm doing with my life. Currently a model, past stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Okay. We got nothing on Lua at the moment. Shit, we need to do better with Lua. You must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright. They're kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order before I answer, if that's alright, Jaxie. Of course, what would you like? I spent the whole day talking in meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you'd recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd love a lemon and honey drink then, please. Okay, so we could do tea, lemon and honey. Or do you think there's like a specific type of drink with blue pea or hibiscus, lemon and honey? You know what? Because we get 5 tries to trash. I want to look at all 3 and see if there's specific names given to them. Because you know when you fucked up when it just puts the name as like honey lemon tea or like honey lemon blue pea or something. So let's try all 3 out and see what they look like. Lemon and honey. This is normal tea. Oh, that looks pretty. Should we just do that? Or should we check out the others first? A Midsummer Night's Dream, like that's an actual proper sounding dish. I feel like we should give this one. I mean, yeah, there's no downside really apart from just losing a couple of the like trashes. I don't think that's bad. So let's try it. We'll try it, Mary. Just in case that we come up with other ones. So let's try the blue pea with lemon and honey and see what that makes. Yeah, so this is what I mean. This clearly is nothing because it just says lemon, honey, blue pea. They just merge it together. So we know that that's not a good one. Let's try the hibiscus. Just to say that we've tried it and then at least we don't need to. So I think that was probably a good thing that we've done this, Mary. Thank you. And yeah, this is the same lemon, honey, hibiscus. So I think it is the Midsummer Night's Dream. So we will do that. We're going to go with the tea, lemon, and honey. I think that's the perfect one. Okay, let's serve it. Here you go. Some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. I think that might have opened her up. Yes. Okay, we've got one friend node. She's got the same birthday as me. I knew we liked each other. We have the same birthday. That's so cool. Let's look here. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Tea, lemon, honey. Sweet and memorable like summertime blues. Of course you would quote that. Why couldn't you give any context, Grim? Why could you not give context? How bad is that? Purple's on like quote number 400 and something. I'm only on 279. That's actually a pretty good thing. That means I don't say too much like fucked up shit. I did sound a little proud of it when it wasn't in that context, Grim, okay? Thanks, Dr. Jaxie. I like the ring of that, Dr. Jaxie. Ah, this is truly lovely, just what I needed. That's great to hear. My company is trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone. making sure it all goes according to plan. It sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. And part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your question, or your earlier question, Gala, you've probably gathered that Faye and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hyde told me a little bit about it too. That sounds like coupley stuff, you know? Like, oh yeah, my partner like updated me about this, you know? Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Bay means well. He suggests all these things like he thinks I'd like. And I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me. But I get annoyed instead. And then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed. Which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know. It'll be easier if we always acted rationally. If we only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, are they? That's true. Although, I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. That's the problem. I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making at my job has taken a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Faye to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though. But I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it all feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Bay. But the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There are always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their own families. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great, this is what I want. But now it all just feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiance that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Yeah, I think she's always like had like an idea or a picture of how weddings are supposed to go, and now that it's hers, she's having that moment of realization of actually I don't want what they've all had. I don't want that, you know? And I think she's just toying with that idea of being like, am I not meant to want that though? So it's understandable. What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? I was gonna say that, to be honest, Hyde. That's up to how you communicate it, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly like I've really kind of discussed any potential. Like, I don't think Cronky and I are in that place where we're discussing that sort of thing. But already knowing that I come from quite a big family, you know, like I'm mixed, so that means like, you know, two different completely different sets of like family from either of my side. And Cronky is Chinese. He's got a very big family. I already know that I would probably be the type that would just be like, I'd just rather go away and do it just us two, you know, like I really wouldn't want the hassle. It's also like bringing all these different cultures together, which would be beautiful, but not really my you know, I actually act all like sort of big and, you know, on screen and stuff like that, but I just don't know if I'm the type of person that would want like something that lavish. quite down to earth. I would just want something remote. I just think that the only thing that is a given is that like purple needs to be there. Apart from that, I'm just kind of like, right, whatever happens, happens. That's the way I look at it. Right, but it's still a difficult topic. Knowing what you want is so much fucking harder than one would expect. Exactly. Exactly. I think there's also like you're trying to deal with your own feelings, but then you've also got certain expectations coming from everywhere, you know? And it's like, you know, what I think there's like that added pressure of, do you live up to everyone else's expectations of what they envision for you, or do you go with your own gut feeling, your own gut instinct, and what you want, you know? And from like attending other weddings or being part of other wedding parties, I've noticed how like a lot of this succumbs down to like pressure and money, because the money is coming from family members who expect things a certain way, and that expectation to then follow through with those families' expectations because of the money put towards it, you know? It's all convoluted. All convoluted. And it doesn't need to be, it shouldn't have to be, you know? Always go with your gut. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bae wants to honour that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear you and your alpha are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think instead of working out your own wants and needs. You do realise that's the important bit, right? I mean, I really feel like Hyde should be a therapist. He's got the patience for it, and he genuinely does give good advice when he's not being a dick. I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honour your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you met him, the blonde guy with the puppy eyes. Right. I'm glad you remember that, because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married and the strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Hey Shul, welcome on in. How are you doing? Happy Easter. I hope you're doing well. Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint if that's what you like. I'm doing good, thank you. Doing very well. We're having a lovely chilled Sunday with some coffee talk. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your day, enjoying your Easter. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just, my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do. Or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? He had too much chocolate. Well, hopefully you can kind of just lie down and hopefully feel better soon. Make sure you drink some water in between, but that's understandable. I haven't opened up my Easter egg yet. Cronky got me a mini eggs Easter egg, but I'll probably open that up tonight whilst watching wrestling. Besides, isn't Bailey's about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't, should I? You don't have no. I mean, to be honest, I didn't think that I was gonna get any. To be honest, but he just gave it to me this morning, so he must have been hiding it somewhere. Um, so at least he remembered, because I didn't. Well, I mean, I remembered it was Easter, but I didn't think he doesn't eat chocolate really, so I didn't get him an Easter egg. But I didn't expect an Easter egg from him, so it was kind of nice to get that. And mini eggs are my favorite. Yeah, it was sweet of him. You've given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. He really should be a therapist. My pleasure. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. See, even Gala's got it, like, down. Oh, look, what did I just say? I said this. Maybe you should become a therapist. Um, Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor. Hyde, are you qualified enough? I don't know what relationships you've been in, love, so I'm not sure you're qualified to become a couples counselor. But a person like one-to-one counseling, yes. But I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. You got plenty of time on your hands to actually learn how to become tactful, Hyde. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modelling. Finds it too impermanent. Wants to leave a mark. Wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you can make modelling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had a proper run was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modelling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light, and also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual posing, switching, posing some more, but something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep. Most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time and we got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to her dark room. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You did always have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait? When she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera, and it was the first time she really liked a portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales, or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. Oh, I like this side of him opening up more. No, I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives me an idea, I think, of another career for you. Please share, Noah. You'd be doing both of us a solid. Go on then. Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently, but apparently film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said. It captures the light beautifully, and it's a more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that. Like a wedding photographer. Who, me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. I think you've got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Ah, well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play the strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental, and you love to chat people up. You'd solve all the bridesmaids' dramas and offend the parents. I could totally see Sean just offending the parents constantly. Like, I can see Hyde just being like, get out the picture, you just look awful. You're ruining the shot. No, seriously, get out. But most importantly, you do something for these people that they'll never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. That's exactly what he wanted, wasn't it? If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. Hey Viz, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Easter. How is your Sunday treating you? Thanks for stopping by. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lua. It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but... Oh yes, you had your wedding party yesterday. The wedding party. How did that go? Was it all fun? I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I'm joining you in the hangover party. Hence why we're wearing the cap today. I feel like this is like my hungover look. But I was at home, watching wrestling until 4 a.m. So you were probably having a much better time. Came home around 3 in the morning, but it was so fun. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad that you had fun, and I hope that the wedding went well yesterday. How was the weather for it? Did the weather, stick out? I really hope so. That doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades. The wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. That career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Not good? Oh, it was heavy rain? Okay. Well, hopefully that didn't dampen the spirits of everyone. I'm glad to hear you had a good time. Just don't stay out too late, okay? He sounds like his parent. Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. Definitely not everyone was happy and joyful. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Thanks again, Hyde, and good luck. That's a good thing. I'm really pleased to hear. I hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Jaxie. See you later. Good night, you two. Oh, we're left with Hyde. You got more to say? Here we go again. Last one sitting. I think he's trying to come on to me, guys. Do we go for it? Or are we overstepping over, Gala's territory? Indeed, proper night owls. He didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. I think that Hyde really gives a shit about our opinion, you know? Yeah, is a great contrast and juxtaposition, isn't it, Mary? It's ridiculous, right? That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And you do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic yet. Yet. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and then next thing you know, I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You could do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one, not reality. Dynasty Warriors Origins sure knows how to hit the feelings hard. Missing one chapter left in the game and spent over 30 hours into it. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I haven't actually played that myself, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've seen some gameplay, but yeah, I'm not sure as and when I will get to that. Good luck on the final chapter. Is it the final chapter then? If you're missing one? And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one. Not really. I know. The one time I tried it, it really didn't work out. But do you regret trying? No, I guess I do. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like is never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it willing to share their lives so closely, even if for the most of them it won't pan out, there's something beautiful there, like watching a butterfly too close to a flame. It joined your WU Kingdom, and I can't wait to see more. What's WU Kingdom? I'm not sure what that is. Let me know. Or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, for that minute when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something it's something worth celebrating. And something worth helping other people celebrate. There are 3 factions in the game you can join in: Wei, Blue, Shu, Green, and Wu, Red. Oh, you're part of Wu? I would be part of Team Wu as well because I'm Team Red all the way. So I'd be part of that as well. I'm glad that you're in Team Wu. You're a tricksy one, Jaxie. And I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say, I appreciate our one-to-one chats. Are we getting closer to Mr. Hyde? Because I am totally here for it. I do not mind. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable for sure. In it, Mary. Bring on dating Mr. Hyde, please, can we? Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. Thank goodness Gala is from a long-living species. You do love Shu too, but after knowing more about what kind of people she was in the history books, oh boy. Oh, yeah, because actually, my partner told me like Dynasty Warriors reminds him of this movie that we watched. It's called Redcliffe, and it's all like there's a big massive war that takes place, but they're all in different colors. Like they're all in different faction colors, like green, red, blue. And I think Lu Bu and those type of warriors are from there, so that makes sense actually. What you're saying. But even then, he'll grow old before I do eventually. The world will change 100 times. Technologies will die out. New technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now in a century, maybe two. And Lua and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will. Am I right, Jaxie? What are we? What are we? Jaxie, come on, don't be coy now. That is very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. I feel like we're like one of the aliens, to be honest. Like you know the what's his name, Silver? I don't know, Grim. No, I think. Well, this is just my own theory, but I think we're like the astronauts because we keep talking about ourselves in like the third person. We keep saying we, but I also don't know if that's because you also don't really get to choose a sex as your character, so I don't know if they're also just referring to us as we because of that sense. So I'm not too sure, but it's either going to be a vampire or we're like an alien maybe, or astronaut like Silver in that. I'm not too sure. You've grown to know me quite well. What have we got in here? Oh, it's just another story. Guess where I am? Cause sure as hell I don't know. Okay, Lucas, be safe. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. Wait, so I want to know more about me now. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story. Oh my gosh, we got a story with Hyde, guys. I'm getting a little bit shy. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. You can come back every day, Hyde. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We will make sure it's not misplaced. Felt the ends were a bit dry. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm glad you could do that. I wouldn't be able to do that with my own hair. I only really trust my auntie to deal with my hair. There's not a lot of people that really know how to handle mixed race hair, so I tend to like just stick with someone who knows. So I'll just go back to auntie when I need my haircut. I'm probably due one. She's probably gonna kill me. I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm going to browse for some film cameras. Oh, he's going to look into it. Riona is contacting Lucas online saying, are you lost? Is she going to go and get him? Oh, we need to know more about these two as well because I really want them together too. I get you, Mary. I wish I had the confidence to do that with my own hair, but I just, yeah, I just wouldn't trust myself. My auntie would kill me. I guess I'm going to browse through some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. I sit by my desk watching the stream and grab locks of hair, pull them forward, snip a bit, and will sweep up the hairs from the desk. Fair enough, Mary. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde. That's not gross, Mary. I don't think that's gross. Like, a lot of people tend to do like that and then just leave all the hair on the floor for ages. So, I do not think that's gross at all. But some of us will. Like, I mean, honestly, whatever is going on between myself and Hyde is way too, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like both Hyde and myself know something about one another. Like, they're both acting pretty mysterious with one another, and I don't like being out of the loop when I'm supposed to be the barista. Like, do you want to let me in on the joke, Hyde? We've got a lemony snippet, a fortunate tale in a cup. We're on Thursday the 28th of September now. We are going to take a quick break. I do see that my niece tried to give me a missed call. So because we've, you know, our niece is our queen, we must respond. So please do give me a quick 10-minute break to go and see what my princess needed. She might have just wanted to show me something cool. And we'll take a quick break and then we'll be back and we'll start the next day. But thanks for those that have joined me so far, and we will be back in 10 minutes. We'll take a tea break. See you guys in a sec.
Reveal secrets.
Okay, we are back. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for waiting. Sorry about that. Really had my niece explaining what Peter Rabbit is. Thank you, like the movie, and she went into a full explanation as to what's going on in the movie, and I still have no idea what's happening in that movie. But you know, whatever floats her boat. Mary, I'm glad you're still here because I've come back.
Reveal
With
secrets.
Cronky's Akatsuki kimono on, so I will show it to you now. But I am sat back down, so I'm not going to stand up because I can't. But you'll be able to see it. So this is Cronky's Akatsuki. It actually swallows me because of how big it actually is. It's quite a large, but yeah, it does match my cap. Thank you for the welcome backs. Yeah, they are having a great time. They're watching this Peter Rabbit movie at the moment. Like trying to have an 8-year-old explain a movie to you. You'll come out feeling even more confused as to what the fuck's going on in that movie. And I've never watched the Peter Rabbit movies, but she seems like she's enjoying herself, so I'm happy for her. I just don't really get what's going on. But she decided to explain the whole premise of the movie to me. So you gotta just let them talk, you know? But I was like, kind of like, speed it up, please, Jasmine. I know you don't realize what this is, but I'm live. So, but yes, this is the kimono. So we're going to wear this for the rest of the stream, just because I can't be bothered to take it off now, and he won't mind. Yep, I'm getting there, Grim. I'm getting there, I think. I think I'm getting there to perfecting the smile and the nod, yeah. Also, I've learned, don't ask further questions, because it sidetracks them to them getting to the point, and then they go off on a tangent, but they'll still remember they had a point to make, and then it will make the conversation even longer. So just don't ask questions and just do what you said. Smile and nod. Let them get what they need to say out. You know, that sort of thing. So you just got to act interested, and then they'll eventually like go off. So she wanted to go and do some more, like, I think she's doing some sort of Easter egg decorations with anti-purple now. So I've left them to it. I'm sure she'll make me something nice. But should we move on to the next day? I think, you know, we should move on to Thursday. Okay, so we've got new image recognition. Tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. A review. Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Elven burnout is real. Here's how to avoid it. Okay, so we're gonna go into our evening whispers. We'll catch up on our stories on Tomodo Chill. We've got Riona who says no delivery today. We'll resume tomorrow. I wonder what she's getting up to today. Myrtle says just spent almost 2 hours checking on the mobile games in the App Store. The amount of copycat games is just staggering. I mean, I know that for a fact, for sure. I've seen so many like that. Top of the morning to y'all. Hungover but feeling awesome? Question mark. So so Lucas was out partying all night. Rachel says a girl always has her secrets. What secrets are you harboring? I want to know. And this today's evening whispers is called On Top of the Ferris Wheel. It was finally our turn to ride the Ferris wheel. She grabbed my hand tight, excitedly pulling me into the faded pink gondola. Her small hand felt cold on my skin before it was warm. The slightest touch of it used to be warm, to warm my universe. It used to excite me, but when she pulled me into the seat beside her, it felt cold. I knew I was the only one who had changed. I was the one who could no longer feel her warmth. The Ferris wheel finally moved. She stared at the lake beside the wheel as we went upward slowly. The Ferris wheel is amazing, right? I feel like it's taking us to a world separate from our own, a world for just the two of us. She began a conversation. I replied with a faint smile. Hey, pretty boy, want in on a secret? I love you. Her smile was so sincere, it was painful to receive those words. I didn't say anything. I couldn't say anything. She didn't wait for a reply. A long silence passed as she turned back to the scenery laid on the other side of the window. I knew she was hiding her face from me. The Ferris wheel was halfway to the top now, still climbing ever so slowly. I tried to find the words I wanted to say to her. What's the softest way to break someone's heart? We reached the top of the Ferris wheel when it stopped like it was supposed to. For a moment, our time was frozen on the tip of the world. Hey, can we talk? Words finally found the courage to come out of my mouth. I know exactly what you're going to say. You've been holding it in for months now, right? The same sincere smile. She should have kept that smile for someone who could have loved her as she loved me, not for someone who was about to break her heart. I'm sorry. I thought I was ready for this, but I was just pretending. Silly, huh? It's not. It's my fault. I'm sorry. She tried to fake a laugh. Her eyes were wet behind her glasses, bedewed by her tears. You deserve someone better, not me. I'm sorry. Hey, can you pretend a little longer too? At least not up here. Please? I cursed the universe for letting her love the wrong person. I cursed myself for letting her love me. The Ferris wheel creaked softly, signaling its movement, this time downward. So sad. Hey Billy, welcome on in. How are you doing? I hope all is well. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're having a lovely Easter. What are you getting up to today? Anything nice? That was a bit of a sad story, wasn't it, with the breakup? I know, Mary, right? I literally was just feeling like really sad reading that. Like, she clearly really loved him and he knew it, but he didn't have the same love back. That's just so sad. And we all know that that's life, you know? Like, some things that may be working for someone might not always work out for the other person, but it's always sad to admit when something's over, when it's not like mutual. You're gonna go grab some food? You go grab that food, Billy. I hope you're doing very well. Felt very sad for that person. Okay. Oh, go make your tea. You go make tea too, Grim. Go make tea too. What about today, Billy? What about today? Are you having a good day? Happy 420 to everyone. Good evening. Oh, we got Georgie the police officer. Officer, welcome. Hey, Jaxie. How are you doing? Oh, is he spooked out still from the other night? Oh, you're gonna eat some good food later? You got some steak? Nice. Oh, that's always a good time. I'd be very excited for that, Billy. How do you take your steak? Are you eating with friends, family? Are you eating by yourself on stream? Hey, sorry, my mind is elsewhere right now. No worries, work issues. You're back with tea. Welcome back. With the family. Ah. Well, I'm sorry if that's not good news for you, Billy. I sadly am not able to be with my family today, although I've had a couple of FaceTimes from my niece now to show me all of her Easter gifts and to explain Peter Rabbit 2, the movie. But I will be seeing my partner's family a little bit later tonight for some food, which I'm grateful for because they'll feed me. Because I'm quite hungover. I'm probably going to be drinking all over again with it being night 2 of WrestleMania tonight. So I'm pacing myself. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm actually still seeing family. Even being with Cronky's family does still feel like family. And I'm glad that Purple has just been FaceTiming me and sending me loads of videos with my niece and stuff. So it's been really nice, you know. You don't have work tomorrow? Yay! I'm so pleased to hear, Mary. Join the no work crew. I think Purple's gonna be doing an early stream tomorrow. We don't know if she's going to be starting Yakuza 5 or starting Undisputed Uncharted 2. We still don't know. Whichever one she's more in the mood for, I suppose. So that will be really interesting. I'm excited to see which one she's gonna start tomorrow. Whichever one she doesn't start tomorrow, she'll start the other one on Wednesday. So if you're around, jump in tomorrow. We'll see what game she starts. Yeah, she finished Yakuza 4 on Saturday, I think, and then she finished Uncharted. Was it on Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember. I forget if she streamed on Thursday or not. It might have been Wednesday that she finished Uncharted. Oh, of course, yeah. Of course, you're trying to, because you're going through them yourselves, aren't you? But yeah, so we're eagerly waiting for tomorrow to see what Purple chooses. What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. You're a good pal. I'm in a real bind, Jaxie. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute and I'm feeling out of my depth. Are you talking about your recent patrols? He's really freaked out by these recent patrols. Yeah. I've been analysing the CCTV footage the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. The infrareds caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. Could have been anything like rats or cats, but neither fits with what I heard on the scene. The footsteps, the laughter. Huh. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles? Can werebeasts giggle? Not at that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really. I see. Oh, did we get a new story? Lucas, do you know why the satyrs from France are more musical than ones from America? Because they have no French horns. Sorry, not sorry. So what's next? I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. In short, I'm stumped. You know, Jaxie, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Fiona dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see. Oh, and what about them? As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at the time was to be referred to as such. Oh. Does that mean banshees were part of the fairy folk? Huh, probably. Not anymore though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes apparitions. Apparitions? Yes. Look at his face. Apparitions like... ghosts. Ghosts? Ghosts. I see. What do you mean I see? Huh? Doesn't it sound like a bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. But, come on. Yeah, nice cue on the thunder there. Ghosts don't exist. You live in a world where there's orcs, merpeople, like elves, satyrs, banshees, werewolves, vampires. How can you not believe that ghosts also do not exist in this world? Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now. Ah, right, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? Most likely, 100%. It could be. He is so freaked out. Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Huh. Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Exactly. Some of them that are so out of this world, even. Sometimes literally. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own peccadillos? I have no idea what that word even means. This is the first time I'm ever seeing that word. What the fuck does that mean? Everyone has their own peccadillos? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. If anyone else has heard of that word in chat, let me know. Like, who uses that in an actual sentence? Like, we must be from another planet. True that. If you don't mind me telling you though, may I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Little flaws. Oh, that's what it means? It's the first time I've ever heard someone say that. A small fault or mistake, or something that someone does wrong that is not very serious. A youthful peccadillo. Right. Right. I have never heard anyone use that in a sentence before. Maybe because everyone was like, it's just too long a word to say it. May I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. We need to probably make him a closer friend. That's understandable. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh? Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Jaxie. That's all I'm willing to share for now. We need to get him to open up a bit more to us, guys. Okay, thanks for sharing. You know, it's funny. My grandpa was very into this stuff. So is my daughter. They're like my opposites, very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just that with my time as a cop and all unknown variables usually mean trouble. I see, that makes sense. They're the kind of people who could see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, you know the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the zenness of it. I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think you almost got it. Yeah? But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. On that note, Jaxie, you've seen my lighter, right? Mate, I don't have it this time, so if you've lost it, it wasn't in here. I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it now, yes. My bad. The thing was originally my grandpa's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said, in more ways than one. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he'd never be able to recover from. At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. So it was a good location for him with all the veterans' support nearby and all. Right. Now, about that street. You see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. Ah, I see. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you guess what it is? You mean Bourne Street? Uh-huh. It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But I went through his files and it checks out. Fairy Lane. You'd think. No, but this Bourne Street had like, I don't know if you were here for the last stream we did on Coffee Talk Now, but this Bourne Street had what was known as the fairy tree that got like bulldozed down, and now they think that like tires are being like popped all along that street and stuff. They think that the fairies are all like doing it. Oh, you were there. Okay, cool. It should be called Fairy Lane now, considering that tree was on there. My bad, Mary. I'm sorry. How could I forget that you were there? Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. And you know what? He bought the lighter there. Wow, what a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. Ain't no way there's just coincidences, Jaxie. Everything is lining up too perfectly, if you ask me. So if he believes in coincidence, why doesn't he believe in ghosts? Uh-oh. Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my cart was hit out of everyone's. Right. Maybe that could be. It could be that maybe. Oh, the ones that died there. They talked about there being quite a few known people that died there, and that was due to like the poverty and you know, sort of back in the day, a lot of different creatures, I don't really know what to call them, didn't have access to the same sort of like health insurance and things that they now have the rights to now. So it's actually an amalgamation of quite a few different people who died there. Yeah, it is quite sad in that regard. Then my luck started tanking. You're back. Welcome back, Philly. I asked what type of steak how you prefer your steaks. You need a nap? Feel free to go and take a nap. I had to take one earlier, which is why we actually started pretty late today for the stream. We would have normally been on earlier, but I too wasn't feeling very well. Probably from the hangover and things. But I needed to lie down as well. Medium rare. I'm the same, Fiddy. Great minds. Great minds. You got no time for a nap? Oh, I'm so sorry. Have you got to prepare your place before your family arrive? I do hope you have a lovely time with your family, though. And thank you for stopping by and spending some of your time with me as well. I really appreciate that. We do. We have great minds. Then my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Just tons of weird stuff happening in the past week alone, you see? Right. Then one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me who's in charge of the case? Me. And there's the Banshee lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information that I wouldn't even have remembered on my own. Your favorite emote ever? Don't corrupt me like you did to Mary. Listen, Fiddy, I can't make any promises, okay? Because that's something that Purple and I do best, is corrupt and convince people to join the dark side. So if you're a Jedi lover, don't blame us if you know, we do a Darth Maul when we bring you over to the dark side. I have a double GG's emote for a reason, Fiddy. Okay? I can't be held accountable for corrupting you. I probably would use that emote. It's quite a funny one. I'd use that on Cronky all the time. He might be more corrupted than me. And now we know why I kept on losing my lighter, right? Why, Georgie? Because you're cursed. How are they not connected? Tell me. It's not for everyone, Mary. Well, if you list them all in order like that, I'm telling you, Jaxie, that place is calling for me. The case is made for me. Well, you are the only one who can solve the case, then, Georgie. We'll be super quick to the rescue. I need an ass to act it out with. Which dialogues, Viz? The ones in chat or the one in game? It's not. You're not pure, Vinny. You are not pure. You're a liar. You are a liar. The general in game, yeah. Both chats. I mean, I can't be held accountable for corruption, though. It's kind of sort of my thing, Viz. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. I do think that the game story is really well written, though. Lies, Billy. Lies. I think you've already joined the dark side, Billy, but you're just unwilling to admit it. But it's okay. We'll wait for you to get there. We'll wait for you. We've got patience. They make me question everything I've ever known, you know. But I've always thought you're pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Do they bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Exactly. I think you always were there, Vinny. I really do. Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep. Huh? What's that? What's a day off? What does that mean? No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah? The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. You could find everything from the mundane to the extreme. From local comforts to really special stuff. And I keep thinking one particular drink might interest you. Please do share with us, Jaxie, because I don't know. No, you said it now, Vinny. You said it. You said it now. You're right on that corruption board alongside Purple and I. Grimm's there too. But like Grimm is like you and in denial. Doesn't want to admit. You saw your completion in Crash Bandicoot Trilogy? PTSD from one single level that took you 4 hours and 30 minutes. I do not want to even discuss the amount of rage that came with Crash Bandicoot. If you've actually got 100% completion, Viz, like, hats off to you, because I rage quit that shit, just like I rage quit trying to complete Spyro and all of its ridiculous challenges. Like, fuck those little green monster things that run away from you and go nah 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 nah. Done. Well, GG's. G motherfucking G's, Viz. I would not be able to do that. Once I rage quit, that's it. Done. It is something like a protection drink. Well, okay, we got it. It's made of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Okay, coffee, honey, lemon. Huh. Protection from what, though? Anything, Georgie, because you're superstitious. From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. I think it was those Australians who corrupted me and made me do shoeies. I mean, those are deadly, Billy. They are deadly. So, it could have been them. But Purple and I are just actually trying to fully bring out the full acceptance of the dark side, Billy. Join us. It's much more fun. Let me tell you, I've never cursed so many Danish words in a game like time trial Crash games ever. I can imagine, Viz. I definitely feel sorry for my neighbors when I was attempting it, you know? Maybe it'll ease your mind a bit. Ah, gotcha. But Jaxie, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits. right? Yeah, I'm not sure whether or not I my patience level would probably give out for that. I wouldn't know, but I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. Oh, it's gonna be one of those lit up drinks. Yes. I just think your lighter might give it that extra magic boost it needs compared to just using a regular flame. I mean, what are you going to make me anyway? Well, watch and find out. Nah, I trust you. Here, Officer Georgie's lighter. It exudes an interesting feel. Okay, then make me this magical drink you've learned, Jaxie. So wait, she said coffee, honey, and lemon, right? Wait, let me go back through the chat log. I really want to be sure. Coffee, honey, lemon, yeah. Okay. I don't know how to add the lighter thing. Oh, that looks so freaking cool. Look at that. Can we take a screenshot? That looks so cool. I want to try it. Should we give him back his lighter? I feel like we need to give him back his lighter. Oh, otherwise he's going to cry. Oh, wow. We got this brew pad. We got this new one. Cremeda. This spell-laden, alcohol-imbued Galatian drink is known to ward off evil spirits. Just look at it. I want that drink. I do want to try it. I would actually love to try it. I've tried like shots that have like, you know, got the flame on top, and they are so good, but they're so dangerous. Like, you only need to do one of those shots to really feel like you're just wasted after that. Like, pace yourself. The drink does light up, huh? You've tried one too, Vivi? Bad memories? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry that they were bad memories. Yep, this is a special just for you. So don't tell anybody. Roger that. Here you go. Oof, careful. Dang, Jackson. This is really something else. You're sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. But I'll take responsibility if anything happens. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff, Vinny. Oh, Vinny? Jaxie? 20-minute nap, Vinny? Okay, you go for it. And I hope that it's just 20 minutes. But we shall try our best. I'm not sure how we will do that, Vinny, but, you know, we'll try, you know, thinking about you to wake up, and that will hopefully help you wake up. Oh, you ended up bent over a toilet for a while? Yeah. One of those times happened to me too, Vivi. I can relate. Although I didn't make it to a toilet. I think I was outside throwing up whilst Purple held my hair back. You sleep well, Vivi. You even made me this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Thanks. Man. At least with crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not the case with apparitions. Never experienced what? Needed to throw up the moment you've done a shot? Oh, wait. Who's this? Not with that attitude. Who's this? Hard-boiled advice? Unlock the conversation with Detective McQueen? Who the fuck is Detective McQueen? Who's this? It is Toxin. How did we get this? I don't know how we got this, but I don't know. This is a new character. Everything can be cool with a little elbow grease. Not actual elbow grease. I won't make that mistake again. It does, for sure, BB. McQueen? Is that you? This has got to be Georgie's boss, maybe? Or like a superior? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. It is you. The surprises just keep coming this week. Let me go over there. You know each other? More or less. We were brunch buddies. Oh, brunch buddies! Brunch buddies? Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in that same serious tone, but I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. What type of brunches gave you nightmares? I feel ya. I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive. Does brunch mean something different to them than what it does to me? We were truly the lucky ones, without a doubt. I'll just take both of your words for it. That might be a case name. It could be. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. Well, obviously. So what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons? I've not read the briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to bust a ghost? Oh. Well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Jaxie about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked by what happened on Bourne Street the other day. Remember that? I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest cases to crack is ourselves. Other times, it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Yeah, you gonna give us some good detective advice? Your cases, man. I'd have probably lost all of my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it all that much. But when I do think about it, I think, who else will do it? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat, couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go in and exorcise the place, right? But the husband, he's caught wind and he's retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it, but it's harder to get a ghost out of a basement or an attic. It's all about angles, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home. All his stuff is still there. It's hard, I get that. So I'm slowly going down the stairs to try and coax him out. Bam! Next minute, all this romantic music is playing, and the whole place is lit by spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tricks. Then, before I knew what hit me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel, and he's behind me, and... Wait. Isn't this the plot of the 1990 film Ghost? Are you telling me, Mr. McQueen, that you did some pottery with a ghost? Because that's surely romantic, no? Oh. Maybe. We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. How are you trying to say that that's your case then? The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Dude, are you one of those cops that's done fuck all and actually passes off like cop stories from movies instead? Riveting. Hello? The fuck is this? They kind of look like brothers. Hey, detective, he's beefy. Hey, people, I don't know. Did you get your important errands sorted? I sure did. Julie, I can see crumbs stuck to your face. I know. I didn't realize that it was Popo night at the cafe. That's just the rain. It's very bready rain. I'm not even gonna ask what bready rain is meant to mean. There's filling all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healed up though. You're literally holding the receipt from the donut shop. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So what'd I miss? We were talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey, ghosts? Yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Julie? No idea. Never met one. We stopped a ghost riot. Pfft, ghosts aren't real. So you don't need to be scared of them. Easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry, that wasn't much help. Nah. What you said that there, just like us, that's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive, just like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, violently murder you, you should be fine. You should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Feel their culture, listen to their issues and spectral wells. Treat them like any other person. See what's on the inside. Which should be easy since you can see through them. I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best not to overthink anything he says. I just realized Officer Georgie is like, police officer says SPD, but then his says TLPD. I know we're in Seattle, so that would make him Seattle Police Department, but what is TLPD? I'm not sure. I certainly don't. Ah, well, thanks for the advice. I think it will help. Our pleasure. Now, Julie, I think we should read that case briefing and find out why we're here. I already did. Oh? Turns out we're meant to arrest the person driving that taxi. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was a chupacabra. Okay, let's get out of here, Julie. Good luck, officer. Thanks, McQueen. A lot. You too, Officer Dooley. I don't think he helped in any sort of way, but okay. Bye, guy. Good luck with your rat problem or whatever. Oh my gosh, this Dooley is dumb. Bye, Coffee Wizard. Take care. That was such a weird encounter. He really is doofus. He really is a doofus. That was quite something. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to make of that, to be honest. Well, what do you know, Jaxie? Looks like my good luck is back. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now. Okay, I don't know how, but sure. I'm very glad you do. Thanks anyway, Jaxie. I really did nothing much. Are you going to be okay? Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next? Oh, thanks, Mary. I'll take that. Right now I want a flaming drink, you know? I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Please keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. Will do. Alright then. Maybe I'll go check the stock and... Hello? Hello? Riona! Miss Riona, welcome. Is that girl? She's back. Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There is construction work taking place on Lenora Avenue. Oof. I can imagine the gridlock already. Exactly. If it isn't our favorite Banshee. I can imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. That's great. I'm happy you're here. So, anything I can make for you this evening? I'd like something for my throat. I would appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and a touch of honey. We've done that before. We could do that again. It's called A Midsummer Night's Dream. I don't think we got anything to give. No. So we're good. A cup of warm Midsummer Night's Dream for you, miss. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. It's wonderful. Sweet but well balanced with the lemon, and the slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you. You're so very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Oh, what do you need? Could you give my contact information to him? We only connected via Bluetooth last time, so... Oh. Okay, so we've got her email address and phone number. Riona Shirin. So we need to give that to Officer Georgie the next time he comes in. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It is possible that I spoke more than was necessary. Or because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree. That's entirely understandable though. But it is not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please do let me know. It is the least I could do, as I realized there would be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Oh, I mean, because Officer Georgie is a human. And we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information as such. I understand what you mean. Okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. I'd say you've already helped him out in more ways than one. Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind. I've had a lot on my mind of late. And I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know I'm all ears. We don't judge. We do not judge. That may actually be part of the problem, I am afraid. Pardon? You know, I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's troubling. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just, I used to believe that I had a settled life objective. But I have been doubting it lately. How come? I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who may be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection to the audience I'm trying to reach. I see. She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them. However, which I'm grateful for. That's very thoughtful of her. So what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network, to make myself known. Oh? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so, but could you give me a refresher, just so I don't misunderstand? Yeah, because I need it. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak. Oh yeah, she's quite traditional. She wants to get herself out there and her talent out there, but she's quite traditional. She doesn't like the idea of like posting herself online. She would rather go to in-person auditions to show off her talent than be posting it like as like live reels. I think that was what it was. And Lucas, yeah, with his show. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact, because that's why she turned down Lucas, wasn't it, Mary? Because she's kind of old school and she would prefer people get to know her and her music from performing rather than like being in a show or sending off audition tapes and things. She'd rather go in person to the audition, that sort of thing. What would that be? Well, okay, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% gonna work. Because you'll have to do it way, way more than just making a few calls and waiting for callbacks, you know? I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Yeah, I think overall since we first met her, she's already like kind of mentioned in a few previous ones that her overall demeanor of auditions is very old school, traditional old school of going to auditions and selling yourself in person. She's not really comfortable with trying to sell herself online, getting herself known online, and that's another reason why she's been struggling. And then Lucas kind of like came along and made the suggestion of maybe you should branch out, and she didn't really like that, and that is why those two at first butted heads. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both the good and the bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it is either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her. Yeah, because she had this conversation with Rachel, who was like the female pop star. But then I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right. I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across and being rejected by every single one. But for some reason, I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I also continued our correspondence. Although perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was stuck. Pardon? I told you guys, didn't I, that he was stuck somewhere, and she had taken notice that he was stuck somewhere, and I wondered if she'd go pick him up because she's a delivery driver. Actually, he posted about it on his social media last night. Oh? I might have seen it. We did see it. Did you? I came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud. He was drunk. All sounds in order. And extremely drunk? Obviously. Really? He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly deep in thought and entered Carey Park without realizing he had done so. Must have been some deep thinking he was doing because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m., which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seems to be unaware of it. Right. So he called to ask if there's any other mode of public transit nearby. Wouldn't it have been easier for him to just call a cab? He told me he wanted to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself. Touche. Perhaps he just didn't want to come home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. It appeared he had dinner with his team, and he needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his proposed new direction. Oh? I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected? Perhaps. And I know that feeling all too well. However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. How can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? That is a very good question, Riona. One that I think a lot of us would like answered, but it always seems inevitable. Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believed that, with the number of rejections I've received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right. That's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? To let talent speak for itself, we would all have to have the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at that moment? 100%. How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? Perhaps they don't see it as the be-all and end-all. What do you mean? Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance, or assistance even. Because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles, or be able to safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. Again, it's all down to experience. They really are, aren't they? And they're so easily relatable to like sort of everyday life. Really cleverly well put together, these conversations. Like the writing was really well thought of. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still. I wonder whether or not the barista really expected to be having like these sort of like deep conversations with their patrons. Miss Riona? Yes. Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine, I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and drove him home. I'm glad she did. Whoa. But I thought you're located in Bellevue. I am. but I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly began singing quite loudly near the end of our call, which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. That sounds like Cronky when I say I'm fine, I can walk home from the station, and then I start singing. It's usually some form of David Bowie Labyrinth song, and then he's like, "Yeah, you stay right there. I'm gonna come get you." But most of the time he's already outside the tube station waiting for me. Dance, magic dance. You know it. You remind me of the Babe. What Babe? The Babe with the power. I will do that to him often, and he's like, how close? Voodoo, hoodoo, you do what? The power of the Babe. Yes, Mary. Yes, I love it. Still, hands down, my favorite movie of all time. How was his singing, in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. It's so good, and it's such a feel-good song. If you're even having a down day, just put that on and let Bowie sing to you. You'll feel better. If not for the fact that he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. Well, his hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so he had to take it off before getting into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through to his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay down the seat covers as his fur got rather wet. Hope he didn't get sick then. Oh no, did he? Did he? What? She just got upset all of a sudden. Was it something we said? I thought she was going to say that too. Yeah. Mostly dressed, but mostly dry. Alright, will you be okay? I don't know how the conversation switched. She was like laughing about the fact that she had to put the seat covers down. And then we're like, hope he didn't get sick then. And then she got really sad. Is he sick? Oh, we're at double friendship with Riona now. 18th of September is her birthday. And it says singer groover part-time. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Jaxie. No problem at all. Anytime. She really does, doesn't she? I do love that photo of her. This one, she looks gorgeous. I do love Rachel's photo as well. I think it's Rachel. Is it Rachel's with the jacket? Oh no, but that was still cool. But I think it was she did a post, a story. It's not there anymore, but she did a post with the jacket on. She looked really cool in it. Have a good evening then, Jaxie. Come back again soon. Why do I feel like we upset her somehow? It feels like we upset her somehow, and I don't really understand why. A sweet spicy chai latte from the town of Aden, Yemen. I know, I feel really sad about that, Mary. I didn't mean to upset her. I don't know what we might have said wrong, you know? Friday 29th of September. Hopefully she'll come back and we can apologize for anything that we might have upset her over. At least it's pretty. Researcher responds over alleged algae invasion. Dwarfera Tech teams up with Golomix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? Look at the teddy bear on the side there. It's cute. Hello? Is that Rachel's dad? Oh, it's Bailey's. Okay, give us a sec, Bailey's. We need to catch up with our Evening Whispers um, subscription. So Aqua says, I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted. Riona says, normal schedule. Oh, Lucas, that's a great photo. It says, you want to know where I got all my awesome sunglasses, sis? Check out my good sponsor here. Been working with them for eons, and I love their stuff already, but y'all know that already. Okay, I think that's it for there, but let's go to our daily Evening Whisper story. So today's story is called Sing Your Body Electric. Sing your body for hiding, the truth in them prancing. Like a perfect man they are, like a perfect woman they are, like a perfect person the world expected they are. Not themselves, they can't be, they're hidden inside the closet, beneath the sweater 4 size bigger. Your mum bought you when you were 5. Oh, 4 sizes bigger that your mum bought you when you were 5. Hoping you'll grow into it somehow. Do those sweaters fit you now? Sing your body for dressing in designers as they like fashion. Like Gucci for the insecurity. Chanel is your personal hell. Louis V hides your body. Like it's a casket. You hide what you considered ugly. Inside a Versace, Dior like you're not sure. If you're a boy or a girl or whatnot. Your body still asks what you want inside those Armani pants. Yet sing your body for surviving. Fashion as they come, wearing tight skirts like you're a woman, black shirts like you're a man, sweatshirts like you are neither. Dead or alive, padding inside bras to fill the gap in your chest. Binding to feel like you have nothing. Weighing your shoulders. What you actually are is a person forever looking for a reason to stay alive. So when the devil asks for a dance, you look as good as you can. And sing for your body, sing your body for growing out of their chains, forgiving a mother's expectations, a father's disappointment, the owner of the body who keeps on, drawing lines near their wrists, praying, this is it, yet persistent in staying alive. Oh, how happy your veins must be, carrying hope through the arteries to where your heart is. A body that cannot stay broken, a body celebrated, a body forgiven. Go sing your body for being, how blessed they are, the entire thing. A perfect woman is. How perfect a woman is, how perfect a man is, how perfect a body outside that dictomy. Sorry guys, I'm butchering this. I think it's like lyrics and I'm butchering it. How perfect the souls still look for a body fit for themselves, like shoes on the shelf inside the closet still waiting to be used. There will be time, pretty high heels, there will be time to feel like singing your body electric. Sing it fantastic, tantric like it's time for your nakedness to be alive, proud as you are. I don't get that one and I think I butchered the lyrics, so sorry about that guys. Hey Baileys. Knock, anyone there? Mr. Baileys, hi. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. Were we having like some sort of like moment? Was there some sort of like dysfunction there? He was right there. How are you tonight? I'm alright. But you look distracted. A penny for your thoughts? You can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Funny, I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot in the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago, we decided to take some time apart to think. That sounds ominous. No, I don't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. Phew. We've been through so much. There's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space and figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? I know that is good. I'm pleased to hear. Do you want the short version or the long version? The long version, we got time. I'm always here for the full story. Alright then, I'm going to tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Okay, sure thing. What can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So anything, really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea then? Yeah, you're our only customer. Hibiscus, blue butterfly pea. Okay, so either butterfly pea or hibiscus with milk and honey. Should we see what both make, and we'll just you were about to just. I want a hot chocolate. I might have to go for that in a bit. Let's try both. We'll try both blue pea and hibiscus with milk and honey, and we'll see what concoctions they make. All of it. All of it. Okay, so we've either got Dreaming Blue, or let's see what the other one was. It was hibiscus milk and honey, wasn't it? Ooh, or a sweetheart latte. What do you guys think? Do we want to go Dreaming Blue or sweetheart latte? I think because he's getting married and everything's supposed to be romantic, we should go with the sweetheart latte, do you think? Yeah, I might have to go for a hot cocoa soon. I'm in the mood for it now. Okay, we're going to do this, and I'm not going to ruin the art because I suck at the latte art, so we're just going to serve it. Here you go. I hope you like it. Thanks, Jaxie. This is so nice, and it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people, and we don't have very much in common. It's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on again, Jaxie. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them or both of them would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. Welcome on returning, Wolf. How are you feeling after your nap? Are you feeling a little bit better? That's true. Anyway, I spend almost all of my evenings curled up into a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting, except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances, except in front of the family. Oh yeah! How long has it been, Mary? I don't know how to wake him. I really do. 20 minutes overtime, so it's been 40 minutes. I hope he's woken himself up. Nice one, Mary. To my chagrin, I woke up woozy. You woke up woozy? Get yourself some water. We're gonna pin this. We're gonna pin this for 10 minutes and see if he drops back in and to see. Okay, there you go. We've pinned it to see if Vinny will wake up. Yeah, can you get yourself like energized like drink, cold or hot drink. Oh, do not worry about that typo, Mary. No one really notices it. Plus, when I'm typing really quickly, I'm always making errors that I can't be bothered to fix in chat, so don't worry. But she got how it made me feel, so she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She would keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you, it feels a lot like family again. Are you calling me family, Baileys? Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them until she got sick. That's not too bad. It's fine. Hopefully, I don't know how Billy will see this, but they may jump in and then see it. We'll see. She truly was the best of them until she got sick. Oh no, how did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. See, that's the part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds, but they do get big bad diseases like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. A rabbit, a priest, and an imam go into a hospital to donate blood. The nurse says, "Alright, each one of you tell me your blood type." The priest says, "I am type A." The imam says, "I'm type B." The rabbit says, "I might be a type O." A type O? Type O? Yeah, I can imagine that it was not a great experience for any of the family involved in that aspect, Mary. I did manage to visit her and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been little consolation, but yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. To think, I came very close to being trapped with those people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes that she's proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Jaxie. Here you are letting me blab on again. That's more than fine, but... Do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact... Hello, Silver. Oh, Mary. We're all here together, don't worry. Oh, it's Amanda and Silver. Good evening. Hi, Jaxie. And hi, I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Baileys. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda? We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you... Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago. You go for it. You go make that drink. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiance. Truly! Fiance is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013p probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring. I've never heard of that. I love it. How did you acquire that new title? Just now. Alright, sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Walk back to my PC on that comment. Never mind. You were about to order, Amanda? We were. And we wish for, and what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. Ah, I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? That is accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth? Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our missions. Interesting. That sounds like there's a story there. But first, tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we have never had before. It's time to get creative then. Yes. Take care not to reuse any ingredient you have served us in the past. Guys, what the fuck? I don't know what I've made her. I don't think we've made her anything with green tea. Should we try this? Like, what the fuck? Hey, Bex! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well. I saw you were online earlier. How was your stream? Can we get a little shout out for Bex, please? Bex raided us, I think it was Friday. Fellow Assassin's Creed. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Yes, we had an important call with the niece. You know, and when the niece calls, she's our princess. We must go when summoned. Thank you for the shout outs. But no, thank you so much for even considering raiding me again, Bex. I appreciate that. Yes, our princess summoned us, so we had to go and listen to her explain to us what was happening in the Blue Peter Rabbit movie, or the Blue Rabbit movie. I've forgotten the name of it already. But yeah, that was fun. I hope you're doing very well. How did your stream go? We are currently playing Coffee Talk. I don't know if you've actually seen this game before. It's a nice little fun indie game that came out during lockdown. You basically own a coffee shop that only opens up at night, and you own it in Seattle. But the world is full of different creatures like orcs, astronauts, fairies, wolves and stuff, and you've got to try and make their perfect drinks for them. So it's been a lot of fun. You're getting so close to the end of Shadows. GG's, I'm so excited for you. Are you gonna be doing a lot of stuff like after that to complete, or have you actually been doing everything on stream? Because I'm trying to do a lot of like smaller stuff off stream. It's been like Shadows has got a lot to do in it. So you basically work 24/7 since Seattle is always gloomy enough to be considered nighttime, right? Right, and apparently my barista has nothing better to do. Like, my barista doesn't have a personal life. My barista doesn't have a partner or anything. It just seems to live at this cafe. So, why not? You don't want to collect teacups and butterflies for people? I mean, that could get a bit tedious. So I can imagine that after you've done a couple, you're just like, okay, enough. I don't think I've ever 100%ed any of the Assassin's Creed games. I don't know if I have the patience for that. You done all the killing missions? Get in, Bex. I'm proud of you for that slaughter. Right. Should we try this? I don't know if we've actually served her this before. What exactly in work, though, Mary? I don't know if we've got much of a social life outside of work. I think working is our social life. Knew a lady who owned a bar for several years, had an apartment right above the bar. Not gonna lie, sounded like a dream. No commute, just good outside. There's a lot of people that actually have that, even with like corner shops, and they live, above their corner shop and stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say that that's like a bad way to live, to be honest. If you didn't have to commute for your job, that's even better, you know? Mint ginger green tea. I don't know if that's a good concoction, guys. I don't think we should give her that. What should we go with? I think we should go with something of green tea. Wait. Oh, we got Bailey's at Top Friends. His favourite things are punk. Been listening to pumpkin spice since I was a wee lad. What I'm doing with my life. Escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one colour at a time. One day I will have my own soda exhibition. Sounds a bit like a dream. My days at the Morisaki bookshop. That sounds really cool. That sounds like a really cool book. What else have we done? We've done a green tea latte. We haven't done that many different concoctions, so let's try and play about with green tea. Let's do mint and lemon. I don't even remember if we did that before. It might have been ginger. I'll try it. They experienced that with the bookshop, but also frequently visited a local cafe, so the whole game reminds me of that book. Mint lemon green tea. I don't think that was good either. Let's do a double dose of green tea with some lemon. Dude, you're named Bailey's. You're grounded. You're gonna be hounded by IP lawyers from that weird drink. Lemon green tea. But do you know what? We're gonna go with this. I don't know what else to give her. Oh wait, I just trashed it. I don't know what we've given her before. Gosh, we're a mess. We're a mess. This is what it's done to us. Where is she? Where is she? Okay, she gives us nothing. I really don't think we've given her green tea before, so let's just give her an already made green tea drink. We'll do the matcha, and we'll see what she thinks of matcha. Let's serve it. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. It does! Yay! We did it, guys! Very interesting read when you're used to larger stories about kingdoms and bloodlines and adventures, whereas this story is a more personal story. It's about one girl's experiences spread across a few months and the journey she's on. That sounds cool. I do think we've got book chat in our Discord, so feel free to put the name of the book in there, Mary. I'm always interested in seeing new book recommendations. It is at least 56.941% different from anything we have experienced. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted. Okay, we got it right, guys. I'm really pleased with that. According to our calculations, this is our 39,846th new experience since arriving on Earth. Such a mouthful there. In general, I tend to prefer shorter, more personal stories. Nice. That's quite a lot. Perhaps, however, most of them were rather insignificant in nature. What about this one? This one is in the 99th percentile of significance. Is that good or bad? She means it very significant. It's very significant, right, Amanda? Very much so. We enjoyed this place and we will miss it. That's... Don't mind me getting a bit emotional here. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble. That one was quite close actually. We had a little... Oh wait, I skipped it. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lewin mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. You showed the photo and it's located in Japan? Awesome. I will have a look in a bit, Mary, thank you. But that's where your help really came in handy, Jaxie. My help. Yes, the card you got off the agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the Mind you call computer. Once the contents of the card had been revealed, we analysed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix if we say so. It is roughly 60.0923% syntax and 39.9077% mathematics. We then led a polynomial time attack on its encryption. I have no idea what's going on here. Expressing the ciphertext as the point is, Amanda managed to get into the FIRE system. She obfuscated all mentions of any of us or save beyond recognition. I get you there, Bex. But they're actually relatively short games as well. So it's been quite a nice and fun one to kind of share with the community, I would say. But I also, I like talking. I'd rather there be a lot more talking. And I'm just a small streamer, so I don't normally get much conversation, so I'll fill the space. I am a yap queen. Thank you, Mary. She obviously, I'm not going to say that word again. And some totally legitimate orders came in to send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission, which should last more than long enough for him to forget all about us. Whoop, that sounds incredible. So if we hadn't given them the agent's ID card when he left it, then maybe they could have been caught by the agent. So I think we actually saved them from being caught. Thank you, Bex. I appreciate that. And I didn't see it as criticizing either. I just tend to over analyze and over talk anyway. So I was letting you know that I basically don't know how to shut up. Whoops, that sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling. It was a very simple matter of applying hive knowledge. Be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda. We are pleased. Oh, also, Bex, we do a lot of horror games on here, I think, and RPGs. So I'd say sometimes we try and shove a indie game in between, just to kind of play up a little bit, and change up the pace a bit. Where do most talkative people live? Japan. But let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us there, Jaxie. Thank you. Well, we did get a trophy for giving them the card as well. So I guess we could have actually really could have like screwed them over if we didn't give them the card and like make them aware that this agent was looking for them. Yeah, I mean, I love raiding out to people that introduce me to indie games as well, because I'm not that well accustomed to them, so I do like doing that and being able to raid out and seeing other indie games. But yeah, we'll see, because we definitely have, we started off with Sea of Stars, and I know that we've got the DLC coming out for Sea of Stars soon, and so that will definitely be taking over sort of like the indie game that we stream for sure. I cannot wait to get into that. I'm very glad to hear. I'm very relieved. We got a trophy called 40,075 kilometers. It says complete Silver and Amanda's Good Story Arc version 1. How many versions are there? Have you played Stray Gods? It mixes reading with some voice acting. I've not heard of that game. No. I'll definitely look it up. Thank you for that. I haven't heard of that before. I need to look that up. Did Vivi play that on stream? Is that one? Maybe I have seen some of it then. Is God tier? Sensei, what do you say? Do you enjoy it? One of the funniest games ever made. How long ago did Vivi play this? You enjoyed it, Vivi? I'll look into this. Thank you for the suggestion, Bex. Was got a lot of the... Oh, okay, you guys are setting it to me. Graham, can you put like a link to it on Discord somewhere so I don't forget? Or Vivi, Sensei, anyone in chat that doesn't mind adding it. Just because I will forget by the time we come off stream. But I want to look it up. I'll definitely have a look. See if it's one to add to the stream list. And at least we've got Vivi Sensei who would have played through it. You only watched Lurk? I think it was about a year ago. Okay, well maybe I did view maybe a bit of some of it. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. I will check out Stray Gods after this stream, but thanks, Bex. I'll have Vivi Sensei as the guide as well, so that would actually really help me. You did almost all of the story paths? Interesting. Okay, so you will definitely be very helpful if I start that then. Thank you. We have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. You've really gotten a hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purposes of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting you called it academic paper? Uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns. Deep level communication in hive versus non-hive species. That sounds like an interesting read. Wow. That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title. Amanda always was the brains in the family. That wasn't your only mission though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes. Pearl and I did go out on a date. Ooh, Silver went out on a date. Oh, you're waiting, hoping for the DLC to go on sale soon. Moonbo asked you to stream it, and you're inclined to play. Ooh, if you do, Vivi, I will be there. I will be there. Do you know if there's a drop date for the DLC yet? How did it go? Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was. I think. Ah! He thinks he found it! Yay! It is out, but never on sale. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I'm such a stickler for that. I'm always like, no, I'll wait for it to go on sale. Like, you know, like the Cyberpunk DLC. I'm not gonna get that until it goes lower in price. No, I do enjoy saving money too. Like Vivi, I didn't get Lost Judgments DLC, the Kaito files, until it went on sale, and it took forever to go on sale. Forever. So I get that completely. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the Hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process, when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. After a couple days? Okay. That's why you haven't gotten the FF16 DLC. It's never on sale. Yeah, hold off, Grim. It will eventually get there. But we all just got to have the patience to not give in to the consumerism and the pricing that's just forever going up. Like DLC only used to be like a short little bit of money, and now it feels like it's a whole freaking game in itself. That's so great, but I'm curious, doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does and it does not. And in fact, we hope that is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires. The emotions, as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor do we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying, at least to some extent. Yes, what Amanda said is a part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared, which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. I mean, that's true across the world. It certainly requires some time, and even more time to find someone who can look at them with you, not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It's a precious thing when that happens, huh? Even if it doesn't solve every problem. It sounds like you have experienced this. Yeah, but I don't want to be a downer. Don't worry about that. Look at, they all just turned to look at me. That was so freaky. Look at the way they're all staring intensely at me. Calm the fuck down, people, okay? Jeez. You haven't solved your predicament with Lua yet, then? Not yet, no. It's as you said, Silver. It's not that easy to look at our emotions honestly. I think we both got really anxious about everything, to the point that we couldn't see the situation clearly. So in that sense, taking a little time apart is doing us some good. So you are leaving your small hive to spend time on your own? Yeah, you could describe it like that. We see. It sounds rather similar to what Silver has done. It does actually, yeah. And similar as well to what we are doing now. However, Silver and ourselves have reached opposite conclusions. Silver has decided to sever himself from the hive and to explore his own paths, while we have been feeling the distance from the hive keenly, and we now wish for that distance to disappear again. How do you feel about your own hive? Well, I definitely can't wait to be cuddled up with her. Then it appears that you have reached all the required conclusions. How is it that when I listen to literally every single person in this cafe, our situation feels very simple and like I should just get over myself? Because you should get over yourself, babies. You're making this way much more complicated than it needs to be. Way! Burka coming in with the raid? Whoa! Hey, Burka! Hi, Raiders! Hey, the guy with the gun! Thank you for the shout out, Vivi. Hiya, Burka. Hiya, Raiders. How are you doing, Burka? What, you were playing some Fortnite? Happy Easter, everyone. Hi, Conan. Welcome on in. Oh, Conan, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome on in, guys. My name is Jaxie. I'd say I'm a bit of a variety streamer. We play a lot of RPGs, scary horror games, mixture of multiplayer games, and right now we're playing a fun little indie game called Coffee Talk 2. Thank you so much for the raid, Burka. I hope you had a great stream. Happy Easter to you too. How is everyone doing today? Thank you again for the follow, Kunon. I appreciate that. How have you been doing? Easter all good? And how was Fortnite? Did you survive? You're so hungry? You had some Mexican sour candy? Okay, yeah, you need to go eat something salty. No, I get it if you need to raid and dash. I really appreciate you bringing your community over. It's always so great to have you jump over to us. Thank you so much. Burka was carrying you guys? Oh gosh, you wouldn't want me as part of your group on Fortnite, Conan. I'm not that good. I'm more of a zombies type person. I'm not good when it comes to the multiplayer Fortnite or even online Black Ops, Call of Duty type games. I do not play Call of Duty online for a reason. My anger gets the best of me. You got a good few wins in. Good for you, the guy with the gun. It's a great name. Good for you. GG's. Burka probably would have carried me at the same time, I would probably say. So I have no doubt that Burka carried you guys. But you go off and you get yourself something to eat. I appreciate you bringing your community over. And if you guys need to go and do your own thing, go have Easter dinner or whatnot, please do so. I appreciate that. It was all Con and Bert. Oh, don't worry. Usually it's me, the guy. It's usually me that everyone's carrying. So I can understand that. But thank you so much again for coming on over. We were just in the middle of having a conversation about what love means to an elf and to astronauts, to aliens. So please do enjoy if you're just sitting around with and lurking. We appreciate the lurks. And of course, if you do need to dash off, have a happy Easter. I hope you guys all have a lovely evening and have a lovely bank holiday Monday or Monday off if you guys have that off. But yeah, thank you again, Burka. Go get yourself some food. So now we're gonna go back to this, and he's saying, yeah, but when I go back, everything feels so muddled and impossible. Our emotions are much harder to unpack than the emotions of others. Oh, our own emotions are much harder to unpack. I was wondering whether or not me, as Jaxie was saying, that I'm like Amanda, saying our emotions. You've gotten the hang of this indeed. She's learning. Amanda's learning about emotions. Not killing a lot, but you didn't die. Yes, that's all you could ever hope for, guy. That is all you could ever hope for. I'm proud of you. GG's. I would have died instantly. A lot of the time. Like, my partner carries me on Marvel Rivals all the time. I feel sorry for the rest of the group that end up being with me. Like, it's always like, if you've heard of her, she's a great streamer, Vanessa Vanessa Turtles TV. Her siblings and my partner, they all carry me in Marvel Rivals. I'm like, guys, just leave me. Just leave me. Save yourselves. But they never let me stay down. It's okay. The dedication. Been carrying Bert to gold in Rivals ranked. Have you? It's been hell. Oh, Conan, please don't judge me when I say that would be me too. I try to get better. It just doesn't work out, you know? I do try my hardest though, you know? I like to think that I do try my hardest. We have merely understood that emotions are what resists a scientific method. But resistance should never keep a scientist from trying. Nor should it keep you, Baileys. I think you're right. You all are making feel way more optimistic about things, you know? I think that's a bit of a typo there. You all are making me feel way more optimistic about things, you know? I think that's what it was meant to say. Thank you, really. I feel like I should send you Lua for advice as well, Amanda. Oh, we are 99.999% flattered by this suggestion. And 0.001% disappointed that we cannot oblige. Since we are leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We are going on an adventure. Bilbo Baggins! I like Amanda too, Mary. We're going on an adventure! Where are we going, Amanda? Can I come? I want to go. That sounds very exciting. It does sound exciting. Maybe I got a bit too excited at that. Heck yes, let's go. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. I want to go. Can I go with you guys, Silver and Amanda? I'd like to go. Starts yeeting things into a backpack. I know. It is the epitome of that rush gif, Mary. Like, you know, when you're just grabbing things in the back. 2 seconds! Like, that would be me. Instantly. And maybe even a bit further if we got time. I'd like to do that. We're basically going to be tourists. Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Oh, look at them getting so excited to experience the world. I'm so pleased for them. I'm proud of them. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a purpose, a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling. I actually have dreams like that all the time where family or friends are about to leave, but I still have to pack everything. Like a Home Alone situation, Mary, where they wake up late and they're just running around. Hi, Sora Ark. I love that name. It's Sora Ark or Sora Ark? Sora Ark? How do you want me to pronounce that? I can say Sora. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for coming over with the raid. I really appreciate that. And how are you? Whatever you want. I'm going to call you Sora because I'm playing Kingdom Hearts off stream at the moment again because I love those games. And who doesn't love Sora? So I'm going to call you Sora. That's okay, but welcome on in. Lovely to meet you. Thank you for coming on in with the raid. Yeah, happy weekend, happy Easter weekend. I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you very much. Welcome. We are doing the Kingdom Hearts. We're doing them off stream because I played through them quite often, but I'm just replaying through them again because I've only played Kingdom Hearts 3 once. And I want to replay that, but I haven't played it since it first dropped. So I thought, let's go through them all again. But I'm doing really well, thank you. I'm sporting a bit of a hangover, which is why we're in our Akatsuki wear. Sporting quite a bit of a hangover at the moment from staying up all night watching WrestleMania. But it's self-inflicted, and we're just chilling with some coffee talk. Number 3 is so good, Sora. Number 3 is so good. I used to think that Kingdom Hearts 2 was my favorite, but now Kingdom Hearts 3 is definitely my favorite. Glad you didn't get those. Yeah, you're lucky as well. I had to take a nap today just to kind of get over it. WrestleMania was really good, really good. And because I do a podcast on reviewing wrestling, we had all these predictions that we had to do, and I won. Well, at least night 1. We got to wait for night 2, and that is tonight. So we are going to have to see how well my predictions do tonight. We'll see if I come out like a double whammy winner. But I'm hoping so. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Thank yous for the drip. This is usually my go-to hangover cap. So I trust you go-to. Nice, let's go. You have a friend that went to WrestleMania? What? I'm so jealous. I'm very jealous of your friend. Let them know that I'm very jealous because they got to see Jey Uso win in person, and I'm very jealous of that. But we're getting spoiled with a lot of WWE and AEW content coming to the UK next year, so I've got a lot to say for. Usually because of my eyes are very sensitive, Mary, and anything bright just makes me go. So it's usually to protect me from the brightness. Now, do you know what it is? Okay, so usually when I do actually have a hangover, I'm sporting a hangover with Cronky. Now, Cronky is the type of hangover person that has got so much energy in the mornings. Like it's like waking up to a 5-year-old child, and I'm like, I can't. I've not had coffee. My eyes sting. It's too bright in here. And he's like, let's go out all the time whenever I'm hungover. So yes, 9 times out of 10, I'm outside And I have to wear this so that people can't see the roughness of my face. That's another excuse. People don't need to see the roughness of my face. I can keep it very low, and people don't have to see how rough I look. Listen, okay, but at least I'm not sporting this hangover alone. I'm definitely feeling my twin sister's hangover vibes as well, and she is suffering terribly. And I feel like we're both making the hangovers worse today as well, because we do have that twin vibe where we end up feeling what the other one is feeling a lot. And so she's just as hungover as I am. So I feel like we're technically sporting double a hangover. Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. I'm just glad this camera's a bit farther away. So you can really see it. But yeah, we'll see how I get on tomorrow. I'm sure I'm probably going to look even worse tomorrow. We'll see how Purple looks tomorrow when she's streaming. We'll see. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling, which is in essence circular reasoning. Huh, it may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things. To enjoy life, you know? Enjoyment as a purpose. This is new to us, but we are 99.999% excited to try it out. And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in. Oh, this is exciting for them. They're going to get a chance to actually go all around the world. Like, Earthing world. That I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Jaxie, that I always have a place to return to where I'll feel home, well, that makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. Awkward silences? Yeah, this has turned awkward. George! You're only just ordering a drink now, Silver? Like, everyone's finished their other drinks. What can we make here? I'd like it to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure. But I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. That doesn't help. Sweet and soothing with an adventurous kick. That's exactly right. Mary, we're gonna get our hot cocoa. Yeah, our cafe's like home. This is cute. We're finally gonna get to make some hot cocoa. Then how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun? What? I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice would be amazing. Okay. Ooh. I might try that, Mary. So we're gonna go with hot cocoa with ginger. So let's do double chocolate and ginger. Yeah, and we'll try that. If not, then maybe we should try chocolate milk ginger. Ginger chocolate? No, we're trashing it. We got no more trashing left to do. Okay. So we gotta get it right this time. I'm gonna go hot chocolate, milk, and then if they say spice, should we put cinnamon in it? What's better in hot chocolate, cinnamon or ginger? Should we do cinnamon or do we do ginger? We can't mess this up. Cinnamon? Okay, let's do cinnamon, yeah? Okay, we'll do this, yeah? Let's do this. I'm scared too, Mary. I'm scared too. Mary, we did a spiced lady. And it's got the great GB flag on it. There you go. Salute to the spiced lady. We're serving it. We're serving it. Yes, we are a spiced lady indeed. I think we made this in Coffee Talk 1, but I clearly had forgotten how to make it. A spiced lady, chocolate milk and cinnamon, a British chocolate drink extremely popular in the 90s. Well, now I want a spiced lady. I need one. Everyone loves a spicy lady. Who doesn't? Here you go. I hope you like it. It's... Oh, fuck you, Silver! What the fuck? Sorry. I thought we did really well, Mary. Fuck Silver. He's just got acquired taste. It's not quite there. But never mind. I'm so excited I can barely taste anything anyway. Well, whatever then. Just stop complaining about my spiced lady then. I'm really upset. I can imagine our first trip across the country is a big deal. It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited. What is it? Okay, that was quite the dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're going to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background. Bitches can't appreciate the hot, spicy bitches we be a-serving on this fine night. I hope I did you proud there, Mary. But that is exactly how I'm feeling. These bitches aren't grateful. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual. But this particular thing is very commonplace. Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us! Yay! And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. What Amanda is saying is, okay, we judged her too harshly for her looks, but she's actually really nice. So looks aren't everything, Amanda, okay? Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left and right. We agree with her movie analysis, 99.999%. Wow. Hold on. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Phoebe. May the old gods in you watch over you as your watch begins, and I hope you enjoy dinner. Amanda, you have met Pearl, and you talked about movies. And now she's joining you two on a holiday? How did any of that happen? We watched orc westerns all together last night. Like, I don't know why I find this so funny. Pearl likes them a lot as well. You don't sound exactly thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they get along. Does that mean she's also knows where you're from, Silver? She does. She does. Mary is so good. In fact, I told her about that on our first date. Oh, wow. Honest from the beginning. That's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met and are starting to like. It takes guts. You're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I have always felt safe here with all the regulars. I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. So I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. Oh, so basically, Amanda now likes Pearl and just approves, and they were all watching a movie together last night. They're all just like hanging, and Pearl's going traveling with both of them. And she knows, she knows, he told her from day one that he's not from this world, and she still accepts him. I'm so happy. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is. And I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. Well, I will say that if she'd heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's very true. I would have said the same, babies. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become. Oh, I'm really happy to hear that from Silver. And I want the people I love to be proud of me too. Oh, this is so cute. What is proud? Proud is for yourself. I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving, especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are and the way they're acting, and it just fills you with joy. That's the perfect way to kind of describe being proud. Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you. Oh, I love this. Yeah, drink some of your spiced lady. You two are a really sweet family. They are. They are very sweet. And so are you and Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys. True chosen families can also rock. Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to that conclusion. I don't know why I keep doing this whenever Amanda talks, but it just feels right. But there is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Very true. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end. So it is. Oh, they all look happy. Well, we should probably get going. Yes, we must go pack. First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. Quick, Mary, go pack. Amanda's packing right now. What Amanda really means is that I must pack, while she analyzes the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Precisely. This is the further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed, he looks mortified. Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us all about it when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night to you too, then. Hasta la vista, strangers. Huh? Orc westerns. Ah, bye to you too. That was such a fun interaction. I love those two. They're so cute. There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Jaxie. No, I have to agree with you that, Baileys. I try. I guess it's time I call it a night too. It's been a bit harder to have a regular schedule since I've been sleeping on the couch. Ouch, you're not even sleeping in the same bed? Oh, fuck that, no. We're really trying to give each other some space. You don't have a spare bed? Or a spare room? But maybe it's been long enough. You get back in that bed, Mr. Baileys. That's up to you and Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys, but there's a fine balance between not enough space and so much space that you can't close the gap again. Yeah. Good point, Jaxie. I'm going to sleep on it. Or try. And I guess we'll be back soon to tell you where we're at. We should do a save. We haven't done a save and I don't know what things are like. I'm counting on it. Okay then. Night night. Good night, Mr. Baileys. Sweet coffee, lightly sweetened and frothed to help invigorate your tired mind with its sweet, inviting aroma. And we've moved on to the next day. That'll be Saturday the 30th of September. Let's quickly see the highlights. ZXX20 virus vaccine booster ready for distribution. Nekomimi driver crashes truck filled with catnip. Suspected DUI. He was definitely on something. UFO previously spotted by Space Guard fighters. A very determined hot air balloon. We are going to save. We are going to save it here again. We are going to call it a day here. Did we save? I think we did. Yeah, we're going to save here and we're going to call it a day.